Hey, boy and Brit, you're first, my friend. 100% you're first. Makes a change to actually have a fresh face that's going to say who's first. It's always a rush. How you doing, How you doing, my friend? Are you okay? I'm redoing the putting together. Yeah, quack quack. So I'm just putting back together the I'm great yourself. Yeah, just putting this old 1980s. I've done all the retro brightening. I mean, after a while, I mean that has took it down. I don't think you can see it, to be totally honest. You might be able to just make out to see the light difference between this and this. It's supposed to be this colour, which is an ivory, but as you can see, yeah, it was actually a solder blob. And that. No, I see it. Yeah, I did. I was lurking in the background. The word donkey comes to mind. They all told him enough times that, and he's going, it ain't. Yeah, we did tell Mr. Swindon. It ended up being a solder blob, and then it ends up took that off, and it all worked. Hey, Mr. Swindon, I'm glad you got that radio working. End up being that bloody solder blob. The word donkey comes to mind on that front. Yeah, glad you sorted it now. The only thing is, the buttons, obviously, you went fast forward and it went backwards. There's not many people streaming. I mean, I've just done some retro brightening. I left this on for a couple of days. I don't know if you can actually see it. Yeah, GT, how you doing, my friend? Yeah, done a bit of retro brightening on this. I don't know if the camera can pick it up, but can you see the dark yellow? Yeah, it looks good there. No, I'm laughing my ass off. Yeah, can you see the difference between this is the colour it's supposed to be, but it was this colour, which is a darker yellow. Yeah. No, that cloudy spot. Well, that's now all restored back. I mean, it could have done a little bit better on that. I left it on for 3 days. E.T., how you doing, my friend? So I thought, oh, right, okay. I just had a look. God, it's bloody, actually, let me put the fan on. I've got a ceiling fan on it. It gets a bit warm in here. I'm just going to put it on the lowest setting. Obviously, my aircon unit just blows out warm out. I think it's lost all the gases out of it, to be honest. I don't think you can regas them, to be totally honest. Them aircon units, I paid about 300 for mine. It's about the same price as Mr. Swindon paid for his. I got it out of Argos. God, look at the state of this. Jesus. It's nasty. So, Mr. Pico actually did. He's put Mix Hotline, look. Fucking Mix Hotline. But he's repaired it. Because it was all jammed up. It works lovely. So he's actually done it. But I like Mix Hotline. It just made me laugh when he just done it. So I thought, right, give the rest of it a clean. Put it all in there, and we can put it all back. Let's turn that down just a bit. So, yeah. I had a look at the Xboxes again. Yeah, they need reballing. Them Xboxes, both of them need reball. Oh God, disgusting! I think there's years worth of dirt on there. Good old trusted white vinegar. Get it with your chips. All I'm doing is just restoring this, putting this back to its former glory. Now it's all done. There ain't really nothing else. I've got the controller to finish off, which I haven't done. I probably will do that after this. But I wanted to put this old 1980s and give this a clean. Yeah, pulse tone. Yeah, does it have the DTMF circuitry? I think it does, my friend. Yeah, I think it. That's the only circuitry it's got inside it. Yeah, so you finished inventory. My stuff to repair. 52 consoles, various kinds. 56 controllers, give or take. So I've got a problem. Oh bloody hell, TFN. Yeah, you've got 50. You've got 52 consoles to repair. You better make a start, sir. I think you'd be behind. Jesus, I thought I had some. 52 consoles, oh my god, 56 controllers. Yeah, you're gonna be there a while. Guarantee you're gonna be there for a while. I think you can stream for a solid week with that amount of consoles. So what have they got? All various faults, like. Yeah, by the sounds of it, it sounds like they've got various issues. Yeah, more than a week. Geez, I think you could be right there, sir. That's going to be a challenge, that is. I'd get through them. The way I get through consoles. Mind you, I'm getting better at diagnosing them now, especially the Xboxes. Seem to be getting a lot better at finding faults. Comparing once upon a time, I couldn't even tell you where the issues are. Yeah, and I started building on the repair lot. 10 Sega Genesis, Jesus. Yeah, because you've done the I think you had the Game Boys. Yeah, my Sundays is off, so I'm just researching. My next brew is chili and lemon. Oh, nice. I'm not a lover of chili, because I tend to have issues with me tablets. But I do like lemongrass. Lemongrass is nice. Good. That is absolutely minging. Yeah, I think I'll see a doctor about that addiction. Yeah, my previous taste is it's like a cigar and scotch. It tastes, oh Jesus. My mate, he gives me a bottle of homemade chili sauce, and it's amazing. And I have it on everything. Well, chilies, it's depending what type of chilies they are, because the smaller the chili, the more it packs a punch. I've noticed. I can't eat chilies. I just can't get on with them. Yeah, I might even make my own. Well, you've got to give it a go. I was watching Michael build his PC. Did you guys watch? Over $6,000 in UK money. Yeah, right. In UK money, that's over it's virtually £3,300. I nearly fell off the chair. I thought my mum was bad when I made mine. $6,000 Canadian dollars. Wow, I'm gonna say it's a lot of money. How you doing, mate? I nearly fell off the chair last night when I was lurking in the background. Sorry, my friend. I had to go to bed. It was getting late in the UK. He ain't allowed to eat any more of those because due to medication. Yeah. How did you get on with your PC build? Nice. It's a nice PC. I like the board. Got enough bloke? Yeah, you finished it. I was just going to ask that. It got quite late. I had to go to bed. Oh, it's done. I'm just doing cable management. Nice. And then you've got 3 million updates to go on. E.T. How you doing, my friend? Thanks for popping on. Yeah, obviously, once you've done that, you'll have about 3 million updates to put on. curled cords. They can be restored with hot water and a metal tube. I'll do them by hand because I know that's the only thing with these, right? In the 1980s, right, these things were notoriously tangled like that, and then these were buggers. But these are actually pretty in good nick. They're not too bad. But they are, I'm going to test them for continuity to make sure they're not broke. Because this was untested and it was broken. Now Mr. Pico's repaired. He's repaired this because he's put on it mix hotline. So, because now this was all jammed up. But now this is all working really nice. So, and he's there was a broken piece inside which he repaired. There was a broken screw, a bit of plastic come off. I loved them cold cords, yeah. So that's just what I'm virtually doing. I thought, well, no one else is on. I'm only restoring this, and I've got a controller to finish off. That's about it, really. I haven't really got anything else. And I've done a bit of retro brightening on that. Man, I miss that sound of that dial. I think these were absolutely, when you look at the sound, I had the smooth action. Absolutely brilliant. Yeah, I had the smooth action, that dial. So yeah, thanks to Mr. Pico, he's actually fully restored that, brought that back to fully done it. So I'm just cleaning this one up because it's all gunk around it, and then I've got to clean inside there because it's a bit gunky. But I'll keep using all the vinegar up. Look, I've only got a little bit left. I ain't got much vinegar left. So yeah, the two Xbox 360s, I haven't got a read-ball station, so they need both of them read-balling. Hey, Pico, how you doing, my friend? I'm just doing your phone, the one you repaired. I've retro brightened it. There is a difference in the retro brighten there. It looks a lot better. You might be able to make it out. That was in days where the old mobile phone was just a phone box. That bridge taker, you're right. I used to remember going in there, putting back the handle. The kids always ending up fucking jamming it all up with 2Ps, where they jammed it, all the coin mechanism up, and then the doors were busted. Or better still, when the kids used to smash them up in a phone box, the talk piece in it, but the listen piece was always busted. Like I went to about 3 or 4 phone boxes when I used to make calls. That was before, back in the days. Yeah, but yeah, you can see that retro brighting. That does make a big difference. With this light, it oversaturates all the lighting. Hey, look who it is. Just the walking, just walking the dogs. I'll be right back. No worries, hot cows. I thought you only had one dog. Didn't know you had two. Yeah, I remember the times with the old spy movies. They put like bugs in the phones and the handles. Yes, they used to do. Yeah. Well, on one of the other movies, you thought you could bridge them out and make a free call on that. I don't know if that was true or not. I think that was a bit like a bit of a myth. I need to get the connectors. I need to test these are absolutely gunked. They're disgusting. Whoever had this phone was well used, I tell you. I wonder what that was. Jesus Christ! Fucking hell! That give me a sherbet fizz. That did. It jumped out my skin. Fucking, what was that? Someone's broke your window. Fucking hell, guys! What are you trying to do? Give me a heart attack? Jesus. Wow. Yeah, that was a quick moment there. I see the pulse raised. I see my pulse raised about 300. It's spiked. I thought, oh, flipping hell. Quick. God, look at the state of this. Kids are off. I always tell when the kids are home, screaming. Yeah, step up a back stiffness. How did you get, Pico? How did you get on with the restoring the radio, the Grundig? How are you getting on with it? Looks good so far. It's called age. Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, oh wait, that's his lower back. Back your feet up quick. Fucking jumped out my skin. I thought, what fucking hell happened there? I thought someone threw a brick through my window. Yeah, it's an ongoing project. My tired back hurts and I'm 48. Oh, fucking tell me about it. Yeah, I don't have much back pain, just sometimes. Well, there's one good aspect I end up taking when my back goes. Remember, I've come off my bike loads of times, so my back is all right. But if I stand up for too long, it starts aching. Back, shoulders and knees. Ain't it good, isn't it, eh? Bleeding now. Is that all we got to look forward to? We're falling apart. We're not half of us ain't even reached 50 yet. You're thinking, oh no, quick. Right, get the, I mean, I've got my back massage thing there. Yeah, we're still young. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, wait till you reach us old timers. Then you're moaning about fucking things that start falling off, or you know, you end up feeling for the knackers yard. You think, oh great, lovely. Yeah, too many pretzels. Get the pretzels out. I'm not a lover of pretzels. They're alright, but they can be a little bit spicy. Falling off, hanging on, you mean? Just barely. You know, I've eaten half of this stuff is baked on. I think there's years worth on this cord. It looks like it and all. And do you like the dial, Mick? Yeah, fuck it, I absolutely loved that. Yeah, Peter, Mick's hotline, fucking absolutely, I loved it. It works lovely. Thank you, sir. I'm just glad that you managed to repair it. To be honest, I honestly thought he buggered that up. 44 multiple discs, prolapses, phenomena, it's inflammation post. Oh God Almighty! TFN, you're falling apart, my friend. Pressure, both hands, art defect. The list goes on, mate. And I thought I had some issues. And what do I end up doing? Still getting on the bike, modifying it. I can still clocking up 45 mile an hour. Do you think I learnt my lesson? No, not one bit. It needs a full body transplant. Poor TFN, it's falling apart. Yeah. It's easier to listen what's not the broken yeast. That is unbelievable. When I always say one thing. When you only think what's wrong with one person, someone else comes along and they've got multiple issues, and you think, you know, thank me lucky stars, I haven't got half of that. Supposing a bad back ain't a bad offering compared to some people. They have to go through hell. Yeah, check that wiring on that diagram. Yeah, because obviously it's in the right place, etc. Well, I took pictures of it. I did take pictures when I took all this apart, which I've got them on my phone, because I don't want to put all this back wrong. But one thing I want to do is give this a clean. It's disgusting. Yeah, everyone to his own package, but no one is without fault. Yes, totally agree there, so yeah, nasty. Holy moly. Mick, I sent you check them wires, they're in the right place. Right, okay for my friend, yeah, I will do. I did take a load of pictures before I did take this, so I'll put these back, but I'm going to check them anyway. I'm going to check the continuity, on these, make sure these wires ain't broke, and that. No, I've checked. Oh, have you? I've checked them, so that's all right. Well, that's good. But did you manage to put the multimeter on and check to see if like they're making like a signal? Because I'm pretty sure you can test them. Yeah, it's in the dial. Oh right, okay, nice one. I'm going to check these wires, make sure there ain't no issues. Yeah. Yeah, the testing's okay on the meter. Oh, good. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. I should think it would work, because there's not much in these old phones anyway. If you come to think about what's actually in these old BTU telephones, there's not really a lot in them. But I didn't know there was, like, it's true. Mr. J Fix, when he come in, because he obviously dealt with the telephones. I mean, it's like these. Look at how old them capacitors are. It says on there, 2000 ohm capacitor on that. I mean, look how old they are. They're like a form of capacitor. It's got like a coil and a capacitor going through it. It's a 2-in-1. Obviously, the only thing without damaging is my brain. And that's the question for, yes, a mental for standpoint. Well, Mr. Hotcales will get back to these soon, because he's got me Nintendo Switch he's going to look at. So hopefully, I know it needs a pull, but there weren't no liquid damage in it, which was good. Hey, Car 4! How you doing, my friend? Thank you for popping on. It ain't nothing too exciting, Car 4. I'm not doing amplifiers, sir. I'm putting together this 1980s phone and restoring it. Mr. Pico's done the mix hotline. He's restored it all back, and it now all works lovely. It's all nice and clean. It's all restored. Comparing, I only paid £10 for this. £4 something. The rest was shipping and buyer's protection crap, which eBay shove on you now. So but I assume it does work. I can't see why not, because it's but this is an original 1980s. Yeah, I've got the starter work. Yeah, relay working again. It cuts out, it's cleaned. Oh, just cleaned the contacts. Oh, nice. Now just make sure. So yes, well that's all nice and cleaned. You're not going to get all of the filth off these, because these are. It's like this looks like a brass coating. It's like a form of brass coating. But one thing I can do is clean all that wiring, because it is not the best of wiring on there. Well, the wiring looks alright, but the way they've done it, it's needs a good damn clean, I know that. Get the vinegar. If I can use constant loads of vinegar. I swear by this stuff. That's what I normally do, is just pull them out. A little bit at a time. God, you're on mixed disc, MK's Discord. Right. A little bit more to clean. I've posted some photos on the drop channel. Ah, right, well, you know, I hate these type of cords. You've got to be so careful, but because I don't want to take all the stretchiness out of these. They definitely need a clean. Yeah, nice console shell. Ah, what was Joey doing? It was something about minus £4,000 or something he put on there. But wow, is that how much that shed's cost him so far? The garage, I should say. I'll call it a shed. Well, that one I can clean. It was just this one. So what I want to do is put that back in now. Let's put this back in. Damn, found another box. Now it's just up to 58 consoles. Oh my god. 58 consoles. Yeah, you're going to be you are TFN, you're going to be busy. I just know you're going to be busy. 58. Oh wow. Yeah. His profit or loss season. Is that how much he's lost? He's £4,000 down. That's all in bloody PlayStation 5s he keeps buying. 40. He had a stack of them. Fucking hell, he's done some serious... I won't invest that type of money in Broken. Because he pays good money. I mean, you know, he pays top money for them. Which, you know, when you're paying over £150 for a broken PS5, you know they've had it apart. He said some with APU failures, and I went, oh, that's it, it's game over. Yeah. Yeah, you can sell the parts now. You're not going to get back. The only thing is, GT, you're not going to get back your £4,000, whatever Mr. Joey has spent out. That's some serious money. That's a lot. That's a lot to lose. Now we've got. Yeah, season 3 starting with those 4. Jesus. Right, so they got like a locking mechanism on. These bits come out, I know they do, because you can actually unplug them. I don't know what that's for. Why does it not matter for me, since I've got like money for them time soon? Yeah, it's like you said, it's they definitely keep you busy with all them consoles, depending what type of faults they've got. I mean, if you've got 360s with the red ring, you're going to have a problem. There's 2 of them. At least I found the issues with the red ring issues. It's just a shame that they've got to be, they've got to have reball. They've both got to be reball. One's obviously got an issue with the South Bridge, needs a reball, and the APU one over there. Right, so I'm going to need what I need to do now then is I need a flat end screwdriver. Stuck at 87 subs for a week now. I don't bother counting subs, TFN. I'll just give. I'll give up counting. I don't even know how many I've got. No, that goes to show I don't keep count. Otherwise you can get yourself like paranoid, like thinking, oh, why aren't I getting any subs? Regardless, I think it all boils down to how good you know, you can only try and make your channel more interesting. But I know for one thing, keep pushing your skill levels, because I think that helps as well. Try and do a little bit of, you know, I've never even worked on Xbox 360s, not even one. You know, and talk about bloody micro soldering, that was out of the question. I couldn't even do that. It's one of the bloody hardest things to do. It's still hard now to try and do that, yeah. The algorithm is crap now. Yeah, it is. The algorithm's got a lot to do with it. GT, you're right. You know, the YouTube's algorithm is absolutely pony. I have to agree. But you'll get there, sir. You will. Just keep on with your content. You'll be absolutely fine. You're not gonna get like the big YouTubers, because obviously they've been doing it for a lot longer. Yeah, you take. It's what you do. So you should make. Yeah, you can make your own platform. I'm not getting into GIS screwdrivers now. It's a shit show. I've never heard of them ones. What, the JIS is screwdrivers? GT, what ones are those? What are they? Like a special screwdriver or something? I need the pictures for this because I've got fucking wires coming out here galore. I'm thinking, hang on a minute. I've got a red one here. What's this one off? Oh, the Japan industry standards. Oh, right. Sorry, sir. I didn't know. Right, let me find. Okay, I can't. Fucking photos. I've got too many photos on here. I have to take pictures of the repairs because otherwise my brain just scrambles. It goes on another level. Bloody Xbox 360s. Oh, here we go. Right. Nice. That's one good aspect. Yeah, you're probably saying some cheap ones. Ah, right. So we got two. Ah, right. Now we got orange. It goes on that, and we got an orange one coming out. Right. Okay. Oh yeah, because I've got to put these ones back on there. Duh. Right, okay. Right, well that makes it interesting. I've just ordered the JISs from USA to UK. £80. Oh my god. Bloody hell, 80 sobs. That's a lot of money. I hope they're good quality. I'm working on the way to like too many old audio devices. Just most of them are JIS screws. Bloody hell. So I've got to put this back on here. That's a good shout. Was there something else that went on to that? No, actually did go on here. Mix hotline. That made me laugh. Holy moly. Yeah, it's just JLS music band. Yeah, you should get a red phone, like the old Batman series. Oh yeah. Oh, I forgot about them, innit? Yeah, and then I can ring up Commissioner Gordon, like, you know, saying, Batman, where are you? We need your help. You're thinking, oh no. I forgot how this. I took this out. I fucking forgot yet. What's that? Ring off. Dial in, ring on. Yes, Night Rider, yeah. So that's what that's for, and that goes on there. But there was another, now I've got that in the right position. I'm sure there was a bloody clip that went on here. Something's missing, you know. Something's not quite right. I fucking know there's a bit. Because this, how's this going to sit round if this is all going, this will all fall off? What? Yeah, the nuclear one. Because I've got to thread all that wire through, back through that phone, yeah. You check to see, yeah, it's like Hunt for Red October, for example. That's a good film, that is. I like that one, Sean Connery. I like that. No, there weren't nothing else in there. What? That dial, it sits on top of that metal support, I think. It's attached to the base. Yeah, I can't find nothing else, because I thought I put everything all in the box, so I didn't lose nothing. I've got the right, now I've put that in the right orientation. I'm sure this does sit on there. I think I might have to alter that clip. That clip's got to be spun round. It sits on there. Yeah, the dial's got to be lined up. Yeah, don't talk about the blob. Oh no, yeah. Mr. Swindon was losing it there. It's good, guys, it weren't. And then he realised it was. Yeah, was it? Go around banning people, put them on a timer. I think you're right. There you go. Line it up so it's all nice. Yeah, you was right, Pico. Thank you, sir. Just got to make sure that that's correctly lined up here, and it is. It's now lined up. Nice. Now I can tighten her up. I'm going too mad. Just give it a little nip. There you go. Nice. Even Mr. Pico's, he's even done a nice bit of cable management there. Just went to the scale, 62 kg. So I've gone back to 54. That's good. Who weighs 54 kg? You know, you want to pick that up. Now, mine prefers carrots. Oh, right. Sorry. These guys are chatting about something else. Chatting in chat. What the? Holy moly, how's that got stuck? There you go. She's through. They go over here. So I've got a red one over here. It's got to be, goes on to that. So now I can spin that round. I've got that screw and that needs to be screwed down onto here. Where's that big screwdriver? Let's grab that. Nice. Just a little nip. That's it. Gradually coming back. So now we've got to put this one goes under this one. Yeah, that one goes under the red. We should have an orange going to that, so let me grab an orange. So now I can put all these back now. Oh, right, okay. We've got to take that out. So we've got the, because there's only one orange on here. Right, I'll line that one up. That's it, nice and tight. Not too tight, but you know, reasonably tight. Right, so we've got, what other colours we got available? We've got a brown, grey, pink and blue. Right, so we've got a white one, that's got a pink going to it. Right, okay. Take the pink one. That's it, just a little nip. Right, cool. Okay, so what's next? Now we've got a green with a dark blue. Yeah, we've got a green with a blue, which goes up there, so that has to come off. Right, okay, green with a blue, so let's take that one off. Yeah, no more butchering. Our last comic disappeared, oh jeez. Okay. Right, so where's that blue one? green one goes under. So we've got a green one that goes under there. Like so. Now we can tighten that up. That's it. The only thing with these type of wires, as soon as you're trying to like hold them, what are you guys on about? I totally agree. I don't know. Right. Don't want nothing touching the B-tuck. That's it. I want to keep these wires away just in case these aren't being used. Oh, for crying out loud, the bloody phone's turned itself off. E.T.'s biting his nails. He's thinking, oh God, what's Chill doing now? No. Alright, I'm all good. E.T., don't worry. I've got 2 more wires to put on, and then should be it. So I've got to look at. That's it. That's the ones I was looking at. So we had a black wire going over there. Yeah. I've got a grey wire. I'm sure I've got a grey wire goes something because I did see a grey wire. I can't bloody see where it's gone. I think it goes on to that red, you know. I think it does. That grey wire does go over to that red. But I can't see due to the component. You need an MTV for them phones. Yeah, obviously. He was Mr. Telephone. We was just discussing about this when James come in. We was saying you can actually buy a gadget, my mate Vince. Yeah, the trouble is you have to pay for a service as well, and you've got to put a Bluetooth device that connects to the box, and then you have to pay for port because you have to put your phone and port forward in, and then you've got to pay for POV for it to pick the signal up. I mean, it would be cool, but it's a bit on the complex system of a setup. It's not straightforward. You honestly think the easiest way is just plug that into a telephone and be done with it. Yeah, you can actually get an ATA adapter, yeah, for VOP, yeah. But you've got to pay for that VOP, GT. It's the only thing. They didn't say how much it is, but I think you've got to pay it online because it has to convert digital back into the analog signal for it to be picked up to go through to the phone. But yeah, but we definitely looked into it. But the box alone ended up being about 45-50 quid. It depends on the provider. Most in the UK, they don't. They normally don't like. I think they've all got a charge. They've all got a charge limit. But yeah, you have to. Then you've got to configure your phone as well, and then you've got to buy a Bluetooth module that connects to it. James did go into it. He's the person to talk about because he, being an engineer, he'd done all the engineering work. He knew exactly. Mine's in Belgium. It gives me like line for free. Yeah, the UK don't. Yeah, you're lucky in there. For Belgium, they don't. The UK's always got a charge. Nothing's free in the UK. It's the only thing. It's. I mean, I've got the boxes down here. I've only got to have the line connected back up. it would be the easiest thing because as you can see, the line boxes are all down here. So I've got all of the boxes, so it won't be an easy. It'd be that would be the quickest and easiest option than trying to do it with your mobile phone. But I would rather have the mobile phone method. It looks really cool, but then you got to divert all your calls straight to the box, and then there's a bit of a delay, and then it gets pushed through to your own phone. Yeah, it's becoming a dictator. Time for some it's time for Starmer to leave. Yeah, fine to be a chance to be a fine thing. We can't get rid of the bloke. To be honest, this is what I've always said. I don't think it matters who's in power. They're all the bloody same. All the same. All they want is your vote. I didn't vote this year. It's the first time I didn't vote. Didn't bother. What's the point? They're all useless. There are a lot of them. All they want to do is run. All they want to do is run the UK into the ground. All I'm saying is more all I've noticed now is me rent and me council tax has gone through. He's literally gone through the roof, and that's no exaggeration. And for people that's trying to run businesses like Mr. Pico, yeah, and to take your money, right? So when you got people like Mr. Pico who's trying to run he's running his own business, yeah, it's all over Europe, mate. It is. GT is my friend. They're all the same. But I think it's worse for small-time businesses because they want to whack them with all of the charges. Farmers, it's got to be worse for farmers. Right, so we got the grey on the red, which even though I can't see that, I can see where the wire goes. We did have a brown. Yeah, we have got a brown. That's now got to go on to the blue. Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah, same in Sweden. Yeah, Carrefour's got it. Yeah, Mr. Carrefour's even having it up easy. Well, I know that Mr. Carrefour, that bloody chemical tax. I still think that they had me over there. DPD. I know they had me over. I had that professionally weighed. I took that to the shop and got that. That was under 3 kg. And that email saying it was over 3 kg, you've got to pay. Yeah, tight sods. I couldn't challenge it because I know what would have happened. They would have diverted and sent it back. And said, no, if you don't pay it, we'll send the item back, which I did get that. Yeah, I weighed it at 2.6. On there it was 2.7, but that email I got saying it was over 3 kg. Well, they didn't have their things calibrated. I know they didn't have it calibrated. The email confirmed it said it was over 3 kg, but I know that when I posted it, I've got my digital scales over there. Mine was saying about 2.7. Yeah, it wasn't. It weren't over 3 kg. I know it weren't. Because anything over 3 kg to send to Sweden, it goes up quite a bit. Yeah. So I know they had me over. They swindled me out of the money on that front. Well, I know also, and it's funny, innit? Right? Mr. Pico had that record player sent, which is in that box, right? Look at the size of that box. I put that on there, 24 kg. 24 kg that weighed, 24.4, something like that. It was just under 24.5 kg because it had a big sticker on it. And it still come back fucking broke. And that was by DPD. Unbelievable. Even though I uploaded all of the photos, give them all the evidence, they denied it, said they never done it. Well, they're the only ones that delivered it. But it's like everything else with DPD. It's probably why they've only got like a 2-star rating in the UK. I think they're being too kind. I would have given them less than a 1-star rating. I'll try not to use them because the process of claiming for compensation for damaged items is just ridiculous. You're not going to get anything back from DPD at all. So you're better off just writing it off. But I think they do that because, again, you can't ring them. There's no phone number in the UK. You have to send an email, like most of them. It's always, everything's got to have a process that you've got to put an email in, upload it. And then they come back saying, sorry, we couldn't find your details, you lying sods. Yeah, DPD, yeah, dropped parcel delivery, yeah. Yeah, Pico, you got that right, sir. Dropped parcel delivery, because it was definitely dropped, 100%. I still never found the bits for that mug. And they're not even in there. I don't even know where they went. Seriously, I don't. But yeah, you're right, drop parcel delivery. Right, now this is all looking good. I've gone through all that. So I've got all this put back now, so I'm going to double check, make sure this is all nicely connected. So we've got a white and a pink, yeah. We've got a red and a grey, yeah. We've got a green and a blue, yeah. We've got a blue and a brown. Yeah, okay. We've got a black one switching over, yeah, we have. Nothing else should be on them other lines because they're like a bridging point. Yeah, they are. Except for the blue, it's bridged over. The red and the orange, yeah. And the white one goes separate. Then we should have a green one. Yeah, we have got a green one. That's it. All the rest should be, that's it. That's done. Yeah, everything is gone, thank God. That's another company that I've had nothing but problems. I mean, don't get me wrong, Royal Mail's really shoved the prices up, right? I mean, they've all done it. They're all guilty. They're all a form of guilt of putting their prices up. But unfreaking believable for the prices they're asking. This looks quite nice. Now it's all been restored, put back. It does look nice. Now it's just lining it all up now. There you go. Oh, that's got to go the other way. Right, okay. There you go. That's better. Because I forgot, this has to be sliding. This has to slide over. And you don't want to slide over. It looks like the front first. It is. What it is, it has to slide onto this section and then it slides over. I don't want to force it. There you go. Just got to watch them wires. Now it's all hooked under. Yeah. Now she's getting it. I'll tell you what. That retro bright's done the job, you know. I had to tip all that stuff away. There was a lot of gunk in it because I've used it about 7 times. So, but now she's now nearly fully working. I reckon this will work. I reckon it'll work. But I do like that mix hotline. I reckon, mate, that's brilliant. Right, so I think the next task is I've got to clean that wire. I can clean that, it's not a problem. That needs another swiping over again, but before I do that, Now these two have to go through the handset. Yeah, it looks great. I'll tell you what, you've done a great job on that restoration, right? But again, I love little projects like this, where you just clean them all up, bring them back to life, put them all fully back, and it looks nice. That's what I did with that little cassette. It looks a nice, you know. I thought, what a lovely little task, and it was disgusting. Put it straight into there and just restored it back. Just love restoring it and getting it all put back. And again, nice bit of vintage. It's a nice little bit of vintage, something that's been brought back. I mean, it was already in okay condition. Don't forget to screw that back in that phone. Yeah, I'm gonna. Yeah. Again, Pico, that'll look good on one of your things, sir. A 1980s telephone like one of these on your shelf. You've got room to put some bits and pieces, but try and get a 1980s one. I mean, I want to put that over there with my retro stuff. That's why I bought it. I only paid a tenner, £5 and something. See if you can try and get a broken one like that. And yeah, it's a proper property of BT phone. They were. BT took these back because they didn't let you keep them. But 9 out of 10, because there was thousands of these things in the 1980s, they didn't bother. BT never took them back. They just left them there. So when people moved out their properties, these were still left in the property. But you're right, they were BT's property, and we're supposed to have said, right, well, we'll take that. Virgin Media do. They take their bloody stuff back. Oh, before I do anything, it's got to go back in there. I've got to clean that all out. Clean that all out. Yeah, it didn't go well, no, with our phone company. No, yeah, we've been renting for phones for 40 years. It's mad, isn't it? It's true. I mean, comparing that before the mobile phone come out, you know, phone box, or your mum used. What made me laugh was your mum used to put a lock on the phone, on the dial. You had like a phone lock, so you couldn't ring. So when she went out, you think, I'll just ring me mate saying I'll be over. And but she couldn't, because she put a lock on there and you couldn't undo it. I remember that they used to do things like that, but we used to get round them anyway. Till we had the phone built in, and that was it. Yeah. Yeah, you bought the phone. I would say this all this needed was a little bit of restoration, right? I mean, that was the only one on there. 1995, I racked up about 350 quid's worth of bills a day. I did somewhere. GT, I must, fucking hell, no wonder your bill was sky high. Fucking BT must have loved you, sir, I tell you. That's alright, because it was dial-up in them days. Fucking took forever. I know, because I had the old 56k mold dial-up. He did come back with a big bill. Jesus. BT used to say it's good to talk. Yeah, 3 days. Oh, Jesus. You think BT used to say, yeah, it's good to talk. Yeah, it's good to hold the phone line, come back with a big bill. Fucking Jesus Christ. What did you do? It's them old dial-up modems. 50 megabyte program. 50 meg. Jesus. With the dial-up, we was getting, oh my God, MS-DOS 6.22 and floppies. Jesus. That's for 50 megabytes. 3 days. So when you come back with a big bill, it's laughable now, but it's shocking to think, fuck, I've got to pay that bill. You think, yeah, and you've got to put it on floppies as well. If them floppies corrupt in any way, you got to keep them away from magnets, heat. Yeah, that's the old 3. I've got a couple of them. The 1.44 megabytes. I've just been looking. Yeah, that was actually like 8 kilobytes. Yeah, the 24K ones. Yeah, they took forever. They really did take forever. Yeah, look, I've still got some of these, brand new, sealed up. Right, I got them at the hospice. Right, WH Smiths. Fucking, these ones ain't even been opened. They was £3.99 in the UK. But they're still sealed up, not even opened up. So obviously, that was the retail. That was the retail on there. WH Smiths, and that was their customers' relations. So it even left a phone number. But yeah, not even opened up for these 3.1s. So these ones have got 1.44 meg, 100% certified, and they're double-sided. So these are double-sided discs. So you take them out, swap them over, and you can do the other side. But fucking WH Smiths, it ain't even that no more, is it? Oh, nice, nice floppies. Corslug, how you doing, my friend? Let's put these back over there. They're my retro ones. Obviously I don't muck about them because keep them all boxed up. Yep, you know, the fiberglass ones, and they was painful white. Nice, 1.44 long. You come back with a £350 bill. Just for 56 megabytes. But yeah, God, that really brings back painful. That really does bring back painful, like, you know, thinking, Jesus, was it really that bad? Yeah, it really was that bad. Why do they call it 1.44 megabytes? When they're plastic. Yeah, that's a good shout. I don't know. Pete, I ain't got a clue, my friend. I really don't. That's just what it was back in the days. The inside, it was still a floppy. Well, comparing comparing to, where was it? Was it these ones here? I think it was these. If I can find them. Oh, my house has gone. I'm sitting on there. Holy moly. Yeah. They are. There they are. So the ones that I end up having. Right. These are obviously. These are the ones that I got for the BBC Micro. So I bought a job lot of these. So they've all got the 5.3 inch, the 3M ones of the old floppy drives. I don't know what's on these. To be honest, I've got the disk drive to plug them in, but what's on that? Disc recovery. I ain't even got a clue what's on these. North Bromsgrove's high school. Oh look, that's got a high school one on there. So new North Bromsgrove High School. So it says what's that? Sign writer for the MBHS only. It's got data. I ain't even got a clue. I ain't even gone through these. We got, what we got on here? Utilities disc. French mistress. What? That's a French mistress. No, that we'll skip that one then. I don't know what's on that. Oh, it's a bluey. That's a formatter.
And then we got another USB utility. I ain't got a clue. I didn't even go through half of these. French Mistress it had on that. I kid you not. It had fucking French Mistress. Look. It is. French Mistress. It actually even says it on there. I actually know what it says. You have to be careful what you plug in. I think bloody hell, did the BBC put blueies on there today? Because I didn't know they could actually do that. I didn't think they had the graphics. Remember, they had to put the tape over the notch, obviously, yeah, to rewrite them. So yeah, obviously the old 5 3/4 inch floppies on these ones. But yeah, it made me laugh. I just made me laugh when I see that. I went, oh right, okay, quick, change the subject. The BBC's got, they've obviously got like X-rated floppies on there now. Do you think, Jesus? Now imagine to take them ages to 360 discs and back. God, Jesus. Have you ever a Tandy Coco MX4 and a C64? I've got the C64, but I've not had the MSX. Have you ever created more data? They obviously started with Windows. Yeah, kids today wouldn't even know what them discs are. That is true. You wouldn't. They'd look at you and think, yeah, what's that? I want to get back into doing a bit of coding on the old BBC Micro. I love it. It really took me back today, but I've got to redo it all again because it was a long time ago when I last worked on the BBC Micro. Yeah, we're not fully. My son knows even how to use them in C64. They're great. I'll tell you what. I think it should all be part of the history, because that's what we grew up with. Yeah, I remember I had a floppy that was obviously infected and accidentally infected my mate's computer. God, I bet he loved you, did he? Literally, I bet he thought, oh, for crying out loud. How did you get round that one? What did it have on it? It must have had something if you infected his computer. No. No, God. Oh, for crying out loud. But that'd be too easy. I mean, obviously you couldn't make that up, could you? Oh, I've got to put the bloody clip back onto this. Shit, yeah, I have. I've got to put the clip back on. Oh, that's all got to come back out. Them green, the red and the green wires have got to come out. Because I've got to put that clip in to hold this in, because otherwise this slots out. Yeah. Let the kids go back, and that would have been fun. No, it's too easy. Yeah, back to the Stone Age. They would have laughed at you if you'd have done anything like that. Seriously. Now, what was this of? I might have to take that back. Oh, I know what that was of. That's at the back here. There you go.
That holds all that back in. So I put that screw back in. I don't know what that was off now. It's like a nut. I've never even watched a TikTok video. I refused. Carl was refusing to watch it. I'm bloody hooked on TikTok, but I watch all the funny videos. My mum went, "You're always on bloody TikTok." Yeah, well, I know, but she's talking away, and I'm so sort of engrossed in some of the TikTok videos. Actually, I was sitting there. She went, "Did you hear what I just said?" I went, "What?" She's thinking, she went, "I'll give up the talking." I went, "All right, I'll give up the talking. I hate the influencers." She think that's it. Boys obviously asked me what it's like in the 80s. They missed a good era. That's all I say. They missed a very good era. All my childhood memories were in there. It's the same when people send me a video, like a link to it, wants me to watch. I went, "No thanks." Yeah. Before 5, TV was only beep. Yeah, I'm just going to stay up and watch the dot for a bit longer before it used to go off. Go to bed, Spotty. You think you don't know. When did the TVs used to switch off? About 2 o'clock in the morning. I used to like watching the open use of the BBC 2 in the 1980s. I used to like watching the Open University the channels. You know, like it was all for education. It's like for posh kids. It went over my head. I didn't have a clue what they was going on about. Yeah, the Open University channel. Yeah, same here, Mick. It was Saturday mornings. I just used to like Saturday mornings for some reason. Yeah, I don't do TikTok, Snapchat or any other these kids today. Obviously, they're brainwashing them. Yeah, I've got to admit, they do brainwash. I totally agree. Yeah, Saturday mornings was the it was back when it was educational. Yeah, it was. I didn't have a clue what it was. GT. I didn't have a clue what they was going on about. Obviously, it was so comprehensive. Like you think, fucking, what are they talking about? They're talking about fractions and diameters and things. But I used to just find it fascinating. I thought I always put it down for the posh kids, for the posh channel, for the BBC 2. When the Open University come on. I've just been watching, yeah, exactly right. That's the problem right there. Yeah, once commercials took over, it was brain rot. And it's like everything, I think that's what killed TV off. That's why I stopped watching TV. And ever since when did I last sit down now? I last sat down and watched a TV programme, right, I kid you not, was over 15 years ago. I stopped watching it. Yeah, kids now, obviously, like AI, all they do is schoolworks, yeah. It's probably why they look at the old timers and thinking, but what they fail to realise is, they missed some good times in there, because like you said, it's now all social media, yeah. I saw Steve at Tronics Fix's latest video. No, I haven't watched his latest video. I like Steve at Tronics Fix. Ow. Yeah. It's an Xbox Asus. Oh, nice. Like that. That's hurting. Yeah, I haven't watched TV. Yeah, I haven't watched TV in ages. I don't watch it, Carl. I'll give up with it. So seriously, it's just not worth it. Not worth the paper was printed on. Yeah, I'd love to revive the 80s, the best years. I mean, I totally agree with you there, Pico. I think that's where all my childhood was. No mobile phones. You stayed out until the lights went dark. But even when it was dark, you used to play Knock Down Ginger for a laugh. Knock on the doors and run. They knew it was us. They just knew it. And they said, we know where you live. We're going to tell your parents. And then you fucking bricked it. Because you know you're going to get in and think, fuck. My dad finds out and get a belt. Yeah. We had to replace them mobiles. It was called Fix. Yeah. Did you actually fix it? I've rolled that in and sweat this on. This was a bastard to put on, if I remember correctly. When I looked at it was always the same crap, but obviously day to day go up. Yeah, so I gave up with the TV. It was just all a load of rubbish. It started off good and it went downhill after. Yeah, you're right, Bristec. The old people used to grab you by the ear roll, drag you home. And obviously you got a bollocking from your mother. And obviously waiting for your father gets home. Yeah, come home, and obviously and then you got a grilling from them. So not only you couldn't go out to play, right, because obviously it was like a form of detention, but you got a clip round the ear hole as well. Yeah. Yeah, they was the days. You knew you didn't fuck about in them days, mate, I tell you. But kids I think us being Gen X region kids from in the early 80s, did you care? No. You used to say, so what? I fucking still went out and done it. So did you learn? No. You still got in trouble. Still got up to mischief, but that was your playground. But one thing we didn't do, no, I noticed for kids. Alright, we was cheeky to people, but one thing we didn't do in the 80s, which no one has never done, pull a knife out or start going around stabbing, things like that. That's one thing the Gen X, from the 1980s never got into, things like that. It wasn't gangland or territory or, people moving into there. And there wasn't also, one thing that I didn't hear in the 1980s, which I didn't have, not once, we had some coloured people live on the block, and they was our best friends at the end of the day. But not once did we even hear racial hatred being slandered out, anything like that. I mean, it's not like today, it's completely different. Everyone had respect for everyone into it, but kids was just being kids, but they weren't on that sort of scale. So knives we never even heard of. It was the streets were actually pretty safe at night. It was just kids just playing. Now, you can't even walk out. You're frightened to walk out just in case anything happens. The times have changed since over 30, 40 years. Trust me, they have. It's not gone. It's not like how it used to. Yeah, it's just that we're getting old. Yes, GT. Thanks for reminding. Yes, we're getting there. Now we're waking up, fucking thinking, quick, get me that Zimmer, crack that Zimmer frame. Yeah, obviously, get the painkillers out. God, Jesus. The cough syrup, get the cough syrup, the painkillers, and the Zimmer frame. We're all going to need them at some point. It's just some is quicker than others. Yeah, you can't even go out the streets because everybody's afraid. That's just it, do you think? That was just it. Never had none of that. We never had none of that problems. None. Now you can't even go out because it is definitely not 100% safe. So, which is sad, really, because it's like I said, that's the days I miss. I've missed playing out, and you know, and it was just fun. Hey, Tombo, hey dude, thanks for popping on. Yeah, I had that phone in green. BT took it away in 2000. Yeah, we was just saying about that. I mean, this one's now been fully restored. This is lovely. It's now all gone back. Pico's done all the dial. Works lovely. All I'm doing is restoring. I've done the retro brightening. Got rid of all that nasty yellowness, and it's now I'm just putting it all back together. Yeah, I've got to admit, I would give my right arm to go right back from 1980, and I would. And it's like you said, if you can go back to 1980, what would you change? I would actually the things I would change is not waste over 30 years going down the line. I would actually gone back and talk some sense into myself and actually try to change my pathway a little. Hey Mick, yeah, you know you're going to need to call him on the hotline, Mick's hotline. But yeah, it's just a shame that we couldn't go back. I would have liked to have gone back, 100%. Hey, who is? It's Mr. J Fix himself. How you doing, J Fix? It's all done there, sir. Look, Mr. Pico's sorted it all out, and it's all working lovely. Retro bike looks good. Yeah, I left it on for 3 days, and I had to bin the chemicals because they had all discoloured. So but it does look really nice now. It's took all that yellowness away, and it's now back to the original ivory. This is how I've done the BBC Micro. I left it. I need to get, but I've got to order another 5 litres just in case anything else comes in. So yeah, she's now all fully put back. All I'm doing now, and it's in really nice condition. It's all been fully restored. Got rid of all the marks off it. Mr. Pico's done a wonderful job on that. And all I've got to do is just clean these lines and put this back, which I'm doing right now. Wiring them up. Even the caps been retro brightened. It just looks so much. You could actually see, can you see the difference between like the dark yellow inside? It ain't too bad inside, but the outside is obviously it's made a big difference. Yeah, that underneath the yellowing is obviously I've got the original OG colour. Can be revived, yeah. Yeah, because you can see like the colouring. You can see it's like gone round from that dark yellowing. It puts me in mind like a nicotine colour, but it's brought it back like an ivory, because this was an ivory throne. I might need my pliers. Let's grab me pliers. Got to be careful here because I've got them wires there, and I don't want to break them. Oh, if I can find that leg. It's been bloody warm again today. I couldn't sleep last night, it was too bloody warm. I had to put in the end, I had to sleep on top of the bed and I had to put the fan on. Because obviously my aircon unit's bloody coming out lukewarm. Well, it's just warm. don't think you can. You can't do a lot with them. Yeah, that phone was. It's expensive for people back. Actually, had to pay for them to rent. Yeah, to rent them. Yeah, rather than to buy it. Yeah, you're right. Because like you said, Jay Fix, they did. They just called to say I love you. It was obviously phone takes off. I forgot about that one, sir. Nice call there. I just forgot to say I love you. Yeah, rent a unit, but they never broke in 40 years. That is true. Yeah, my grandparents rented theirs for 25 years. God almighty, you think how much they must have paid in that 25-year gap that they had to pay. And they took it back in 2000. Tight gits. So we was only just saying that, Tom, we was only just having that discussion. A lot of people, in the end, BT never bothered taking these back. It's because there was just too many of them, and they used to leave them in the properties and just think, oh fuck it, leave the phone here, I ain't taking the phone with me. Yeah. It's still our phone companies. It's made you buy it. Yeah, I think that's why they do it. I think they deliberately done that. Yeah, you think after 25 years you'd say, yeah, keep it. Sounds like a lot of people got very lucky. Yeah. Now, I mean, the funny thing is you can pick these up reasonably cheap. All right, a full working restoration one similar to this, after it's all done, they're about 30 quid. They're not expensive. At the end of it, I only paid £10 for this because one, it was untested, it was already converted. They converted it. Yeah, you paid. If you've paid like for 25 times over, that's why BT in the end didn't bother. They just said, oh fuck it. They were supposed to take them back. But I just wanted one and just do a little bit of restoration. And bring them back, and this one's all fully done. They're just lovely old telephones. Yeah, they just really not like the Pulse ones where you just push the buttons. These were the first early phones that were coming out. This was a classic 1980s phone. Yeah. The good thing is, if you activate a line, you can use it. It's all, yeah. Looks nice now. Now it's all been fully restored. It looks like that phone looks like it's just it's in tip-top condition now. It's all been retro brightened. Oh, the only thing is getting this back on. I might have to get some. Let me go and grab a little bit of washing up liquid. I'm going to squirt a little bit of washing up liquid on that. Just see if I can sweat it on. It's putting up a fight. It's a bit tight. It's what it is. You've got to sweat that gland on. They're crimped on with a tool. I wanted to clean it all out. There's all gunk inside it, which I wasn't happy. So I've got some Sainsbury's Cherry Blossom washing up liquid. Nice to actually see again, to have a little bit of nostalgia. Do like the nostalgia stuff. Just hope Mr. Pico can repair that record player to get them back, because again, to have ones fully working, I've not really seen them. Right, I'm gonna have to be really ultra careful here. So what I do, I'll sweat this over. Right. And just not going over. Let's ask Andy. SCR, are you still Shaggy? No, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. Yeah, I thought you'd have got done for copyright with it. You've done very well to try and remember most of them lyrics, sir. I'll give you that. I didn't like that song, though. What? It wasn't me. Mr. Swindon, you do make me laugh. I love watching your streams, sir. You're very entertaining. Until you time them out. Who did you time out? Well, someone must have been really getting on your Alan Wick. I was saying, thinking, what? Oh no, someone's upset Mr. Swindon there. Now he's timing them out. I think, oops. Someone time him out. He's doing me editing. What was that game you called? You was playing by the way. It's about 3 people now. He's thinking, oh no. It's probably me. How is it? I'm thinking, oh no, that's it. Someone's upset Mr. Swindon. Oh, that's it. Even Worms. Oh no, even Worms copped it. Oh no. You're thinking that's it? Yeah, got to time out another one. That's one thing I don't do. I don't time anyone out. Regardless how much. I don't get pissed off. I just get frustrated. Think, oh, for fucking crying out loud. And then I'll just go back to it for 10 minutes and forgot what I was doing. See, I think it's the cheap race who got timed out for some reason. All right. Fuck me, these don't want to come out. These don't want to go back in. Right, but I'm going to have to try and sweat this up because they're not going on, and I do not want to break these wires because I will be in serious trouble. So what I'll have to try and do is, where is that? I used it to be about for 12 quid. Mr. Swindon, did I tell you I found, I don't know if you guys are aware, look what I found. And it's all properly done. Let me see if I can post a link. Give me a minute. I posted it, actually put it on. If I can grab a... I don't know if it's going to let me... I don't know if it's going to let me post a link. You know what YouTube's like, they don't like you posting anything. Yeah, as usual, you can't post a link. Yeah, of course, don't be daft. It was one of these. Let me show you instead. Right, now I've got to delete that now because it's obviously too many characters. And I found this purely by accident by watching a video, and they put a link in the description. I went, oh, I might have to order one. This one's going to be a lot better than mine. If I can go to this, and then I found this. This is a electronic circuit protection, right? And it's got induction cooker and TV power automator. So you can actually, it's a dim bulb tester, but it's got a lot more on it. £74 for the EU, or if you just want one with the breaker, £35. But it's all properly done. But this one, the bottom one on there, it's obviously got like an output meter as well, so you can have it on there. It's really nicely done, and you can have, there's a voucher off it as well. Look, £1 say off £49, so you actually get it for 72 on that front. But yeah, 40 off. over £49 you actually get it a little bit cheaper. Oh. Yeah, AliExpress, mine was, I thought that was actually quite nice. Have a look. What did Carrefour order? Let's go continue to the site. Oh yeah, I've got one on there. Yeah, 35. Yeah. I mean, that's even cheaper. No, yeah, because that's the same one, Carrefour, that's the same one, but without the added extra bits. If you want it with all the extra bits on there, but you've put the link on there. Thanks, Carrefour. But yeah, that's the one that I'll probably end up ordering one of them because it's got all the multimeter on it and it's got everything. Now, I'll just put a link from the video. All right. Because, yeah, I was watching it. It was learning about repairs. And I thought, oh, yeah, that looks actually quite nice. I was watching it and I thought, yeah, I saw that video. So, yeah, because he was doing a review of it. It's actually quite a nice one. What I'm trying to do is make this slightly bigger. Oh yeah, Mr. Sweeney, did you sort that PlayStation out? It was overheating. Did you manage to fix it? Was it that ribbon? I've never seen that before. Overheat because due to the bad ribbon section on it. That's weird. Never seen a PlayStation Pro with that type of problem. Yeah, I'm playing it right now. So far, so good. Oh, alright, nice. Yeah, put it under a bit of stress. See if it, it persists or it comes back. Because you don't want to give it to the customer and it ends up playing up again. Good that you got that CD radio now. I didn't think you was going to fix that. Honestly, yeah. One's is not as I thought it would though for a Pro. Yeah, overpriced. You think what are they? £700 for a Pro? Bit disappointing when I've never seen one. That's the first one I've seen. It's not like it's 4K 60. I could just get used to 4K. 144 frames. I have one of those dim bulb tests. Yeah. Oh right. You got one, J-Fix, did you? Oh yes. The learned electronic repairs. He's beat me making a video. Yeah. Oh, you got one. What do you reckon on it? It actually looks quite nice. I haven't used it, yeah, oh, damn it. This is putting up a fight. I hate these poxy clips. Ah, damn it. Also, I had a new multimeter. Yeah, I've them ones that I've got the same one as Mr. Pico. I've been really impressed with them. The 12C C10. J-Fix, put a link in. See if you can put a link in there or something. I can have a look, see what one you got. What's it like? Have you used it? Yeah, it looks nice. Ah, back. Hey, look who it is. Mr. Hopcows, the clipper. Yeah, let's have a quick look. We'll have a quick browse and have a quick look on Ali. Oh, I like that. That's nice. Yeah. Now that's a bit special, that one. And now that looks a bit fancy. It looks like it's fucking got apps all on it. I've never seen that. Fucking hell, why is that £144? Oh right, comes with the. Looks like that one on there, no? Looks actually quite nice. So you've got outputs, so you can use it. Oh, so you've got 2 micro USB Type C's, USB Type. So you've got a USB Type 3 connector coming output on that. You've got an output, so for your probes, and also for the software. So does it? I assume it does. Yeah, that looks a bit special, that one. I like that. That looks quite nice. Android and OS. Nice. I've never seen one like that. Yeah, it's a power supply and monitoring station. Oh, so it's a 2-in-1. Obviously. Yeah, as long as it's not a threat to my bank account. Yeah, if I can go watch bank accounts. Yeah, I've never seen a multimeter that can actually do, can be a soldering iron. No, I've got to admit, I've never seen anything like that. So it's like a 2-in-1. It's nice now, but the only thing is, again, because it's over £130. If you get the thing on it, you've got all the bloody what me and Mr. PC did. He got. You'll get picked with the old fucking import charges. That's the only thing with them bloody companies. Yeah, Popsy taxes, yeah, it is. That's the only thing that pops you, it cripples you. It doesn't become cheap. I see Mr. PC did all these. I went, oh, that's nice. I could do with a new one with more powerful on it. I went, I'll order that. I had enough in my account to order it. Yeah, then fucking, after he said it, then you warned him saying you're going to get hit with taxes. And I went, oh no. Yeah, we did. 50 quid. Fucking daylight robbery. There's so many new tools, still boxes. Well, because you've not got nothing set up, it's going to take you a little while by the sound of it. You've still got a lot to do. You could spend probably like a week just for unboxing and setting everything up. I've got to get this. Yeah, I'm waiting for that power supply for that riding the Ryzen 6030 build. Hopefully next week I'll have it. Oh, Carful, what? You building another PC? You got a Ryzen build? No, oh, the power supply. I thought, oh, for a minute, I'm Ryzen PC. What he did? I can't see. My carrots ain't great. Sorry. I thought, oh, he building a new PC or something. No. I thought, oh, blimey, I thought Michael's was bad enough when it was 6K. Well, Jesus. I nearly fell off the chair when I see the price of it. Fucking over 3K for a PC. A lot of money. But then, mind you, graphics cards and fucking DDR5 is through the roof at the minute. Yeah, PC's too expensive to build nowadays, yeah. At least for me. Well, it's just everywhere. I think Michael's had to take out a small mortgage freeze. I thought you said he was having a Ryzen build. Oh, mate. I thought for a minute, oh, he's building a new PC. It's like the case for mine, 350 quid. And that was second hand, that weren't new. Because them ones have got beveled glass, that's why it's expensive. But the casing for them's over £600. I ain't paying that. I thought 3.5 was bad enough. I've got to try and sweat these glands apart. Let's see what we got. I fucking need something to put this in. No. No. On my arse, it's gone to sleep there. Stuck to that chair. Yeah, that one will do. That one's too big. That'll do. No, I thought it was building a Ryzen PC. I did for a minute. I honestly thought, oh, he's building a PC. I've got to sweat this gland apart. I need to pull this gland apart just ever so slight. But they're crimped on with a special tool to get in now. And I haven't got the tool. Ryzen 6030 Max. Mick, you've got to open that clip up, obviously, because you might need to. You might need a replacement clip. The trouble is, if you don't put that clip in, this pulls out. Which this does. That's the idea of that clip. I can hate these epoxy things because they're a nightmare. And I don't want to cut into the wires because that's the last thing I don't want to do. It's caused wire damage to this because they're a freaking nightmare. What they do, they put like a special tool in and they crimp it. That's why they put these like they gland these over. If I could just open that ever so slightly, I'll be able to push it back in. Yeah. Obviously, my welder is dead. I have to. You might be able to use a cable tie. That's a good shout. I have got some cable ties. Because I know what's going to happen. If this slips, this is going to splice into that wire. It'll be game over, which I don't want. I knew I weren't going to get that back out, put that back in. But I think you might be right because I don't want to push my luck on there and break them wires. So I might go for what you just said. Let me grab a cable tie. If I can find them. It's like everything else. I want a medium sized cable tie if I've got one. This one's a T210, T for a handle. Right, so let me have a look, see if I've got. Oh, here's the cable ties. Right. Now I can put half of these back because I ain't going to need them. Yeah, I never thought about that. Actually sent you a clip. Obviously I've got a box of them clips, damn it. Yeah, it was only till I took it off. Then I realised, I thought, these clips, they're crimped on. They need a special crimping tool to crimp them back on. Yeah, nice one. Let's put them in here. This would be a better idea. And then might be able to it's only to stop the gland from coming out. There's a little tiny gland, like a swollen gland on there. It bites into it. This will do it. This should do it. Hopefully. I think that'll do it. Look. I'm giving that a good old tug. It ain't coming out. I've put it over the gland, swallowing it over the gland, because I don't want to cut these wires. Now I can trim that up. Now do it. Good shirt though. There you go. Done. And then that way it will stop that from being pulled out. Well, it pulls out a little bit. It pulls a little bit on it. But what I'm trying to do is push that back as far as it can go, and then that brings that tight against that notch. So what I'm trying to do is just push it with the I think that's about as good as I'm going to get that. I mean, that's as bad. I mean, there's no way that's going to come off anyway. So I'm going to leave it there. Now I can put this back. Right. Cool. Oh. I had notification your things should be with you between 11 and 1 on Tuesday. Your boxes. I'm gonna order another one in boxes when I go back down here, because they're great in boxes. They're like little clip boxes. You'll easily lose it, like swallow them up. Right, so now I've got to find out which one goes to what, because I did take a picture. Let me open it up. Gallery. Right, so the red piece at the bottom. Right, okay. So we got. Right, hold up a minute. So which way is this? So it was upside down that way. So the blue was going to the left. Right, okay. Like that. Nice. That white one goes to that one. So I like taking photos of everything, just in case. Then I know where these go back. Cool. Give that a wipe over. Get the vinegar out, give that a quick wipe. Nice. Get rid of all my grubby hand marks. Right, now I need to do this one, which is, so again, the red one goes to there, goes to the 7. Front seats, and then that one goes on there. That one's done. What's that bloody screwdriver? Mediocre ones. That's better. Sit. Just ever so slight. So now we've got a full working, it should be fully working. I would have liked to wear this ring though, nothing would have been nice. Then I know that it's been 100% like restored. Put back, and another one added to the collection. Looks nice now. The thing is, this wire needs a clean. It is disgusting. Pro game setting. It was set at 30. Damn it. Set at 30. Yeah, you need to set that. I don't think there's not many TVs can pump 144 hertz. Mark that 85-inch does behind me. I hate turning that on. Just sucks my electric up. Yeah, that's got VRR on that TV. You know what I mean? Which is a setting that for PCs, for something about frame rates or something. I ain't got a clue what that means. Good luck if they try to nick that. I can put their back out. Did it. Right, so. Yeah, it's very dirty. Phone's lovely and clean. Oh, that's really nice how that's come back. It's come right back to full. The phone has come right back to the original ivory of how it should have looked. God, that's disgusting. See, Joey. Yeah, it's totally fucking. It always warms up in the afternoon for some reason. Another fucking manky night where you can't sleep. Oh no. I'll have a quick look at that. We want this. Got to get rid of all this crap off here. There's an awful lot of crud on this. Look, it's just like black coming off it. Ugh. Check that one, mate. That is an X-Link BT. So, where's my glasses? Because I can't see it. Even though the TV's fucking right in front of me, I still need my goggles. So this is a Extreme Technologies X-Link Bluetooth gateway. So I assume how this works. So cell phone connected, right? Okay, which then it highlights blue, and then you've got a power indicator, yeah, that goes green. Cell phone 2 connected, so you can have 2 links by the looks of it, and then you've got then you'll have a call to phone easy pair button. Oh, nice. So by looking at this, then it's cell phone 1 pair easy connect for the connectivity. The only thing is, I'm just looking at the end of that. That's an RJ45. This is not an RJ45 connector. So how the fucking hell does that connect in? Do you have to go through, because obviously it's still going to have to be connected to the, I assume, your hub. And then you connect, it says connect that to you, connect 1 or more more phones. Connect 1 or more phones. So right, okay. So as I thought, yeah, this connector on here, yeah, that is an RJ45 connector. So how does that, even though that connects up to your phone, how would you physically connect that to, oh god, hold on, oops, I just put my hand in something. Ugh. So, yeah, look at the other pics. Now you can buy the adapter, because the issue that you've got with these, that's not an RJ45. That's just a standard telephone socket connector. So when you put them RJ45 connectors in, which are the ones that go in down there, that's the idea of this being plugged straight in. So if I plug that in, I won't get nothing because it's on there. So the line's completely dead. Completely dead because they've disconnected it. Thought they would have put that on there, but that means they've gone up to the box and disconnected it. So, damn it. Yeah, so that's what I need then. So you've got to convert this into that adapter. So you're gonna have to, so you have to buy an adapter for that to be plugged in, and then you can pair it that way. Bluetooth. That was a Bluetooth. I assume that was Bluetooth. Yeah, Bluetooth. So it creates a gateway between the Bluetooth side that takes the signal from the Bluetooth. You still have to do the port forwarding, I'm sure you would, on the phone, and then port forward it over from the Bluetooth, unless it pulls it from the Bluetooth, and then then the box does everything. But this still has to be converted for that to be plugged into an RJ45. I don't even know what they call that connector. But that would enough be cool, because then I'd have a full working phone. Mr. J Fix would probably be the person to ask for that, because he knows, being an engineer, he'll know his stuff. Yeah, it was just a fault. Yeah. Well, like you said, if he'd be the person really to ask, because it's converting that over. That you'd thought it'd be an easy box like that to convert it. That's what I thought. You plug it in, as long as it's got a power source. The power then gets because if this plugs into that box, it's grabbing the power source it needs to power the phone. Well, I assume it does, unless I could be wrong. The only way I know if that's working, right, my mate's got a telephone, right, he lives probably about 30 miles away from where I am. If I make a visit up there, I could take that telephone with him, right, put it up there and say, can I try this telephone, plug it in, just see if it works, just see if I can get like a dial or a pulse or something, and then I'll film it on my phone, and I can show you guys it working. It's the only way I'm going to know, because I won't know if this is fully working. I can't see why not, because there's nothing else being disconnected. You fixed all of the thing on it. I think it'll be alright. I think it is working. I think that's fully restored. Because there weren't a lot wrong with it. It was only the dial. But now you fixed it. Because there's not a lot really that goes wrong with them phones. They're bulletproof. They're like these put me in mind of the Nokias. These old phones. They take a right old battery. But I would have liked to have used it, because it would have been nice just to sit on the desk, to have it like fully sitting on the desk and fully all up and operational, all up and running. But yeah, that's the only way I'm going to know if this is fully working. My mate's got a telephone, is to plug it in and see how we get on. But she is, the line's all nice and clean, except for that one. So we got, it's the only thing with these like type of phones, you see how they all twist out of shape, like these bloody things on there. They've always been the same with all of these type of phones. I've always had the same problem. Right back to the 1980s, they was no different. Notorious for these getting fucking tangled. Well, I'm going to call that one a winner chicken dinner. It's fully restored, it's all put back, and it does look nice now, I've got to admit. Yeah, I'll have to ask Mr. J Fix for that, see if would that do the job. PAB, buy an IP phone adapter and test it. The downside is that for that's Amazon, isn't it? So what's Amazon's return policy for the UK? Can you send it back without being charged? Because I'll have to have a look. Amazon's return policy regarding your satisfactory withdrawal. You could enjoy it for 30 days, right, or return it for many products. See returns for details. Right, so it looks like you can, because yeah, you can. Yeah, I'm just looking at the returns policy for Amazon. So obviously it says returns, and so you've got 30 days. Sellers on Amazon offer returns for most items within 30 days of the receipt delivery. You can use this to learn about the returns policy. Most items sold on Amazon for general return policies, but some products have different policies in requesting association with them. Right, okay. So so really you want voluntary returns. Please note, you must return each item in the same condition when you receive it. This means that if it is new, it must be returned unused and undamaged. Right, well that's interesting. Used items must not have any additional signs of use or damage. Then what's the point of bloody ordering it then? You've got to take it out the box. So that they're basically saying, if you take it out the box, right, and you've got your grubby finger marks and you wipe it off, that's then that becomes then you can't turn it. You have to. So as soon as you get it, if it's sealed, you can't break the seal. You have to give it back sealed up and undamaged. Well, that's bloody stupid. Items with necessary established items in conditions with Amazon's reserved the right to reject or return, deduct a portion of the original purchase price. See, this is where they get you. See, this is right here, right when this is highlighted. Deduct a portion of the original purchase price when your refund to cover a diminished value. So basically what they're saying is, if you break the seal, right, if you break the seal and it's a sealed up item, you've got to give it back as a sealed item and upload the images as a sealed item, right? If the postage gets damaged in any way, that's down to the postage. But if you break that seal, then it becomes used, it's not new, and then they deduct it, just like eBay's policy. They're no different. So that 30 days is a load of crap. Right, you've got 30 days to give it back. Well, eBay gives you 30 days. They all have to give you 30 days to send an item back. But what they're basically saying is, if it's a sealed item, it's got a security seal, you can't break that seal, otherwise it's now become like a used item and not a Mick. You can never check that item, obviously, when you return it to Amazon. As soon as they get the post office stamp, So obviously, like, return the process and then they refund you, but don't wait until they get it back. Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah, but don't wait until they get it back, because that's the only thing with Amazon. They're very quick to send out an item that's obviously. I've had a few items. You know that power station I'll give you. That come from Amazon. I paid over £100 for that. I forgot how much I paid. It was about 120 quid. It was sort of like a mediocre one. It was a good item, because the coder's got one. That's what made me get it. And I had to send the other one back, because when it got delivered, it was all fucking heavily marked. And then there was no discount. They'd just say, send it back and we'll refund you at the end of it. But reading that, you've got to be careful, because if there's any hold up.
With Amazon returns, what you do is, if you open a return, as soon as you box it up and you take it to the post office stamp to say they received it. Amazon will then automatically issue the refund. They won't wait until they get the product back before they refund it. They will just refund it there.
Right, oh, I didn't know that. Right, well, that's interesting. Thanks, Pico, because that's obviously explained. I mean, the stuff from Amazon, so they just refund you, but as long as you've got this, like you said, they never check the item when they return it. So as soon as they get it, the stamp for it, then they refund you, so you don't have to wait to get it back. That's even better. So even if you did order it on that. But I need to buy that IP adapter, what Pad was on about. Let's have a look to see if there was an IP phone adapter. Let's have a quick look. We're going to have a quick browse on eBay. Adapter, fucking cut the R off. It's no, they haven't got an IP adapter. Damn it. Alright, what if I Google it and have a look to see if it's on Google to get an IP adapter. I think, yeah, that's it. It's called a CCS lead voice. Was that voice converters and type for PST masters? That looks like it. Let me show you guys, because you might know if that's the case. So let me go into. Yeah, I think I've just tried to go into, right, so let me go into, where is it? I think this is it here. It's called Cable Monkey. Oh no, Cable Monkey. I like the name. Cable Monkey. I mean, that PC's getting a bit toasty down here. I might have to put some fans in. This is a CC lead voice converters, voice adapter with PAB, PTSN and secondary options. Would that be it? Because it looks like that's for an RJ. That would plug into the box and that would convert it over. That looks like it there, but now I know what that's called. It's called that. So let me Google. Let me go into eBay. Instead of IP, a phone adapter, paste that in. No, they ain't got one. Damn it. Alright, home phone adapter. Right, so you can plug it in. I have a couple of these. So basically, Pico, how do they work then? Oh, instructions. Yeah, I've got the instructions with it. Sorry, let me take that back off. At least this is all working lovely. Right, so one you put in there and you pair it. So you pair your device. So it looks like you plug it in. What is it, Bluetooth or something? Yeah, it looks like it runs by EE. Home phone adapter. Yeah. Let me open it up. I can have a better look. Link your home phone adapter with your smart hub or home phone connect. So you can go for your hub. Right, with your light coming on, yeah, you can. It looks like you have to pair it. So again, it would be like a VOP going over to it, like the original item it was. So it says, link your home phone adapter with your smart hub. On that. If your pin or smart hub defaults, right, okay. Yeah, I can send it if you want to try it. Yeah. So, Peter, so do I still need, I don't need that adapted in by that. Buying, I don't need to buy that £80 adapter thing then. So this, you plug the phone straight into this and then do it, you can port forward it from your phone to the router. Is that right? Or do you still need an adapter to do it? I don't know. Connect to your home phone. So basically, it says on there, making emergency calls. Plug your home's. Oh right, here we go. Plug your home phone's existing telephone line into the corded socket to the top of the adapter. So I still think you've got to connect it to the. Still got to connect it to the thing. And unless they made this, I don't know. As Smart Home connects base unit, press that to sync the button. Plug it. It's a power source, so it's a phone adapter into a power socket. And you can use an extension lead for more convenient to connect your smart hub or home phone. Connect base allocated. Once it is linked, you can then move it whenever you want. Your home phone is located. So basically, this looks like it still uses an existing line. If I'm reading that right, it still says on there, once it's linked, it looks like it still pulls it. Yeah, you can't. This looks like that adapter. You still got to have an existing line, but all that does, it links you. If you haven't got one of them plug sockets for like upstairs in the bedroom or in the living room, and you've got one at the back, you plug that adapter in, and then it can pull the information around it. I assume that's the case. Yeah.
Same as yours. Plug straight into it. Try and do it one-handed. Just like that.
So it just plugs into it. Yeah, I mean it's interesting, isn't it? I don't know if that would actually work. Well, I don't know how to set these things up. Obviously, it's really confusing. But it would be nice though to see if it does, because it says that you connect it to your hub. James would be really the one to answer for that. If you look, if you're in there, Mr. J Fixer, you'll be the best person to answer that question. Would that still work? Yeah, you can plug it into the wall socket and into the pair button on the side and pair your wiring to your router. So how would that still pull from, if that connects to the router, do I have to connect my phone, my mobile, to the router as well? Because how do you do that? Because how is it gonna send it to the phone? That's what I don't understand. That bit's a bit confusing. It's actually come out really nice and clear. That's about the cleanest I've ever seen that telephone. It's literally, it's made that, like, that's worth every penny I've paid for that now. That's come up absolutely spotless. Yeah, you just plug that into you and press the pair button onto the router. God, I smell vinegar. It stinks. Yeah, I can't pop that clip back on there. So these can go in a bin, and this is done. Oh. Didn't mean to do that. I can touched it. Boop. Well, I've got most of all the dirt off that. It's totally all cleaned up. Let me get rid of the rubbish. God, they got Samantha Fox playing now. Bloody hell, Samantha Fox. Yeah, if you have a VOP active on your router, I don't know. How would I know? Is there a way of telling? Well, she is all put back together. Mix hotline is all done. Read the last two messages. No. It works on VOP and the TGE router. So if you pick up the phone and dial your mobile, you should be able to call your mobile via... right, okay. So it looks like then obviously you've got to check to see if if the router's got the VOP, the voice over the thing on it. Now that's the trouble is that's a router and modem 2-in-1. So I wouldn't know if that's actually got that on there. Is there a way of bringing the settings up? I'm pretty sure there was. Yeah, this is where it's out of my field. I don't know if that's actually got that on there. Vinegar? Nice. The best thing you should do is call your internet service provider and ask them, yes, that's a good idea. They might say yes or no. Yeah, they would be the best people to ask, because obviously, because if they haven't, then they might say we can enable it, but there'd be a charge. So if they charge on that to turn that on, then I could do it using that gadget. Because then that'd be a voiceover. Because then it would connect straight to it, and it'll talk to that box and pull it straight over. Because it's the only way you're going to get it to work. Yeah, if they say that we'll send you a phone adapter, they'll send it for free. Oh great, that'd be even better. Yeah, because then basically all they would have to do is just you plug that in, and then that converts that, and then it'll plug into the back. I assume that plugs into the back of the router with the converter, and then that's how they do it. Or do they? I don't think they plugs into the router. It actually plugs into the phone socket. Because that sounds familiar. It does sound familiar. I'm pretty sure that has to go onto a telephone line. But she's all fully put back. There's nothing nice condition there. I mean, it looks absolutely mint. The way that's all now put back. Proper. It's got on there fucking BT rental. Look, it's even got BT rented, supplied by British Telecom. So they didn't bother taking this one back. But it's all working lovely. She's all cleaned. Yeah. All the screws back. I've put all that back. That's all cleaned. Cleaned all of that. That's all nice and clean. It's a shame though, because it would have been nice to actually, you know, to have that on the side there with an old, to have that fully working. But at least it's, at least it actually looks pretty, I've got to admit, it looks pretty sick to have the, because the last time I see one of these was, it probably would have been early 80s. I haven't seen one since. I don't know anyone else that's actually got one of these old dial phones. That's what, when I see it, I went, bloody hell, that one's broken. I wonder if that one could be repaired. That'd be cool, you know. And he took a bit of a dive on it because obviously the dial was all jammed up. But now you've done your magic on it and it's all up and running. Well, I assume I can't see why not. It's been wired, but it's all been put back with all the wires on it. So the only one now is to really run that over to my friends and plug it into his line and see if it actually physically works. And then film it, and then that's the only way I know that he's working 100%. At least before you couldn't even turn it. This wouldn't turn because it was jammed. Because obviously, I think they tried to take it apart, and yeah. But so yeah, right. Well, I'm gonna have to leave it there then because I ain't got nothing else to fix. I wanted to put this back together, so I knew it was only coming onto it. Yeah, that would actually be pretty good mechanical electric, so having been brought up, bringing that up on it. Yeah, it would. Shit off that. That all come off that phone. Yeah. So guys, I'm going to leave it there because I've got nothing else to fix. This was only a restoring put back video. Phone, I've got to admit, it absolutely looks tip top. It looks really nice. It's nice and ivory now, which it didn't look like before. It's like new, seriously. So I've got to admit, I'm overly impressed with that, how nicely that looks. A full restoration of a 19BT's phone. So guys, Pico, thank you guys, TFN and all the others and the lurkers in the background, because I've got nothing else to fix now. That was it. That was only a restoration to bring it back, to put it back on. So I will see you guys in the next stream. Thanks for popping on. Laters, everyone.